LeBron James breaks another record. SGA pops off for 40 points, and some chaos ensues in that game. And Darius Garland finally shows up. This is your daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. My name is Levi Jacob. Let's get into it. Story number one of the night was kind of less about game of the night and more about, again, story of the night. SGA, 40 points tonight. Efficient game. It's basically becoming routine for him at this point to just have this ridiculous stat line. Part of the reason why is not even so late in the game. There was kind of a little bit of a scuffle going on. That's the classic headline, a scuffle. 4 players were ejected. 3 of them Thunder players, Kason Wallace, AJ Mitchell, and Jalen Williams, all because there was a scuffle instigated by Justin Champagnie of the Washington Wizards. Ridiculous, totally ridiculous. It took 15 minutes to review everything. Still, kicked out 3 Thunder players. Absolutely unwarranted. Like, really no bias here. Ridiculous call. Totally terrible call on the referee's part. It is what it is. The game went on, and of course, the Thunder beat the Wizards in that game pretty handedly, 132 to 111. PC is now 56-15 on the season. Pretty incredible. They're on an 11-game win streak at the moment, and it continues. They have now scored 20 points plus or more against opponents in 63 consecutive road games. That's pretty insane. Interestingly, I don't feel, despite them getting ejected, that the Thunder team got so fired up. I think they just kept cool. Like, that's what they did. They're like, okay, so we'll just win this game. Let's go win this game. And then they did. It wasn't even close. The Wizards played a lot of their, quote unquote top end talent. Some guys were out for them. That didn't matter. The Thunder just steamrolled them pretty easily. So, that being said, with the 40-point game that we just witnessed, the question is, who's the front runner for the MVP? Is it SGA, or is it this next gentleman that we're about to talk about? Next, the Lakers win their 9th straight. Lakers 105, Magic 104. Luke Kennard with the last second buzzer-beating 3. He was wide open. They ran a really good action. JJ managed to actually get a really good screen there for him. But absolutely a fun watch. The Magic played pretty well in this game. Luka had 33. He's been on an absolute scoring tear. I didn't get to mention it last time I was recording because it was before his 60-point game, but he is on a heater with very little travel time in between games, very little sleep going on. It doesn't matter. He's killing it. He's absolutely killing it. Really just props to Luka for really trying to win out the MVP at the end of the season here. I don't think it's going to happen, but he's played every single game so far in the last 3 games and scored over 30 in each of them. His 3-ball is just, he can't miss. He really can't miss right now. It's so much fun to watch. This is a Luka closer to the version that we were seeing in his Dallas Mavericks years. Really that we were so excited to see to potentially be on the Lakers. So it's great to see it. Speaking of the man who broke the record, though, LeBron James played tonight his 1,612th regular season game, breaking Robert Parrish's all-time record. He's just, every glass ceiling that people have put on LeBron James over the course of his career, aside from obviously the titles won, he seemed to break it, and this is no exception. Parrish held the record for 38 years, and LeBron just did it last night. Incredible. This Lakers team is rolling at the right time. This is exactly what you need to see. You need to see Luke Kennard as a 3-point specialist they brought in hitting these shots. You need to see the Lakers playing winning basketball. Austin Reeves is fitting into his role very well. DeAndre Ayton is fitting into his role very well, despite all the, stuff from a couple weeks ago. The Lakers have now won 9 in a row, following just behind a few teams that are on incredible win streaks in their own right. And they're just absolutely locked in heading to the playoffs. And the crazy part about LeBron breaking this record, by the way, is he might have a bunch more games to go here before he retires. So pretty impressive overall. Like he's playing like he's got some juice back. Really incredible stuff from LeBron. The final big story of the night. Darius Garland had 41 and 11 in an overtime classic win against the Mavericks. 138 to 131. 8 3-pointers for Darius Garland as well. This is all of his season highs in the same night. He's really showing you why the Clippers felt that it was necessary to trade for him as opposed to James Harden. Hopefully he can stay healthy in his young NBA career. DG just took over. He really, really just took over. He's such an incredible player when he really gets into his groove. And this is what we've all been looking forward to since long ago when he was drafted and put next to Colin Sexton, of all people, on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everyone wanted to know if they would work together. We are so far from that initial conversation, and he is looking like quite a talent, honestly. And he really might. I think it's very possible with health that he repeats the All-Star season that he had just last year in LA next year. So really, really awesome for him. Kawhi Leonard had 34 points, including the bucket in regulation that tied the game right before they forced it into overtime. Kawhi is looking so fluid on the court. He's looking so healthy. It's so nice to see, and I'm excited to see if this Clippers team can make a push for the playoffs effectively and really, really cement themselves there. There was a really, really cool play where Cooper Flag blocked Kawhi Leonard and stared him down. I love stuff like that. I love to see the younger generation fighting against the older generation. The situation, though, is Kawhi Leonard is 34 and doesn't look a bit of 34 right now. Everybody unanimously across the NBA is happy to see that Kawhi Leonard is operating at this level. And always fun to watch Cooper Flag go up with people of that talent level and see kind of how he measures out in his rookie season nonetheless. Dallas has now lost 11 straight home games. This is the longest losing streak for the franchise in 32 years. Not surprising. They are basically taking it at this moment in time. But still, a shift in an era at the very least. Next, the Heat lose to the Rockets 123-122. So close, but a very, very last second putback by Amen Thompson cemented the win for the Rockets. This was a crazy, crazy game. Kevin Durant passed Michael Jordan's all-time scoring record and keeps just improving on that all-time scoring list. Bam put up 32 and 21. He's been setting career highs this whole entire season in 45 minutes. Really, really impressive stuff. He really carried the team on his back in this game again. And this is the Miami Heat's fourth straight loss. Men Thompson also, by the way, had 18 rebounds. So really just a firefight. This one was so really a war of attrition. Incredible, incredible stuff. Great play calling all the way to the end of the game. Reed Shepherd had 23 and 14, including the assist to give Kevin Durant the bucket that actually moved him past Michael Jordan. So a really, really nice game all around for the Rockets. Scrappy win. Maybe Kevin Durant is finally feeling, warmer feelings towards the Rockets team. Next, the Hawks beat the Warriors. Atlanta had 126, the Golden State's 110. Dyson Daniels was a really big factor in this game, scoring 28 points with a career high. He's really just upped his game towards the end of the season here, and I really want to see him in the playoffs play in a pressure situation. Jalen Johnson was out in this game, but he still he connected and he really came through. The Hawks extended their home win streak of 10 games. That's real. That's a really real record, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. Lead scorer over the past, I want to say, 3 games has been CJ McCollum with Jalen Johnson out. He has been providing a lot of veteran leadership and pace to this Hawks offense, and it's nice to see. Their defense has really gone up a level since losing Trae Young, and now Golden State is a little bit falling out here. It seems that Steph Curry is going to come back in about 3 games, they mentioned yesterday. And I hope that he does, because I want to see this team try to figure out some way to win. Try to get to the postseason and see at least a play-in game. Steph Curry in the play-in game is an animal, so I'm really looking forward to that and seeing where that goes. Cavs, as expected, beat the Pelicans 111-106. Donovan Mitchell led them with 27, 7 and 3. James Harden chipped in with 26 and 10. Zion Williamson had 25 on the other side of the court, with Sadiq Bey contributing 19, but still it wasn't enough. This Cavs team is really rolling here. The Hornets whoop the Grizzlies. Not the biggest deal in the whole entire world, because the Grizzlies, again, are swapping in and out of people. They're not really trying to win at the moment. LaMelo Ball had 29. Brandon Miller had 22. Moussa Diabate is really bringing a lot of energy for them once again. He's just, I'm just always impressed with him whenever I see him play. So really good job from him. Spurs dominated the Pacers 134-119. Victor Wembanyama scored 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists with a steal and 5 blocks in 26 minutes. Incredible. Really just destroyed Pascal Siakam out there whenever he was playing against him. And to top it off, the same thing, Jay Huff. Ivica Zubac is the thing I wasn't able to mention as I didn't do the podcast on Friday. Ivica Zubac is out for the season now with a broken rib, they reported. I don't know how accurate that is or how true it is. However, he is still out for the season, so no more Zubac, which is sad for my fantasy team. But as I mentioned, the Spurs team is no joke. Dylan Harper, their rookie, number 2 pick in the draft, showing out with a 9 of 13, 24-point game. Wow, is he crafty. He's incredible. If this was any other team, by the way, he'd be playing starter minutes at the very least and really, really be in the race for Rookie of the Year. It's just because of the talent they already have that he's not. In the future, he absolutely will be an all-star. There's no doubt in my mind. He's incredible. Dylan Harper is very, very, very special. Next, the 76ers beat the Jazz 126-116. VJ Edgecombe has a double-double of 22 and 13 to overtake the Jazz. Ace Bailey has a really nice game of 25, 7, 4, and 5 blocks. 7 of 20 shooting, though. However, just 2 rookies going at it. 2 really athletic, shot-making, really fun to watch rookies. Next, the Bucks hold on to beat the Suns 108-105. Ryan Rollins had 26, 10, and 7 with 3 steals. 10 of 19 shooting for him. Really, really nice game overall for him. And Jang really still remains to be somebody to watch. He's very, very talented. But Jalen Green has really showed up now finally for the Suns team. 24 points for him, 9 of 17 shooting. Colin Gillespie contributed 18, 4, and 6. Devin Booker had 14, 4, and 7 on 4 of 17 shooting. So not his best game for sure, but the Bucks defense for guards, like their point of attack defense, is pretty good. There was no Kevin Porter Jr. in this game. No Giannis. As we mentioned last time, that the Bucks are they're in a weird place as far as they want Giannis not to play and he wants to play. So I don't really know what to do with that. I don't really know if that means that we're going to see him this season or not see him this season. It'll be very, very interesting. However, this was a very, very exciting night of hoops, and I'm really looking forward to recapping these games moving forward into the coming playoffs and how much fun it's going to be. And that brings us to the end of our show, and I want to wish you a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.